Hello book friends, welcome back. Now a while ago I made a video about the 10 books I wanted to read in 2013 that were kind of like classics and books that I really felt I should have read, and they were things like To Kill a Mockingbird, The Bell Jar and The Time Traveller's Wife and books like that. But I also wanted to make a video about 10 books I want to read this year that aren't that old, that aren't that classic, but are books that have been sitting on my shelf for pretty much forever. Well, maybe not forever, but near enough forever. So I thought I'd make a video because I want to also get your opinion about some books that I should read, whether you've read any of these books and whether you think some of them are worth reading, whether you think some of them aren't really worth reading, and which ones you think I should read first. So I've got the 10 books that I want to talk about, and I'm just going to get started. So the first one is The Wishlist by Jane Costello. Now this came out last year and I bought it once it had come out, and I am yet to even look at the blurb. I don't even know what it's about. I just bought it because everybody was talking about it and I loved the cover. Now I've never read anything by Jane Costello before, so I am interested to know whether she is a really good author and whether I will enjoy this book or not. It seems to have had a lot of praise from book bloggers and readers alike, so I'm excited to read this one. But I think there are a few more in this pile that I want to read before I get around to this one, so let me know if this one is worth reading and whether it's worth reading ASAP. The next book that I have is After the Fall by Charity Norman. Now I got this book because somebody on Twitter was talking about it and they said it was really, really good. I loved the blurb, and I loved the cover as well. This is about a quiet winter night. A rescue helicopter is sent to airlift a 5-year-old boy with severe internal injuries. He's fallen from the upstairs veranda of an isolated farmhouse and his condition is critical. At first it looks like it's a horrible accident, but only his frantic mother knows how it happens, and she's not telling anyone. Maybe not yet, maybe not ever. So that sounds really intriguing, a nice thrilling kind of mystery element to the book. So lovely cover, lovely blurb. Really, really want to read this, and I think this might be one of the, probably out of them all, the first one I read out of them all, so really looking forward to this one. And I also have, somewhere on my shelf, if I can move my head, no, I think it's probably further down, I have, yeah, I can't find it, The Son-in-Law by Charity Norman, which was her second book, which I also want to read desperately too. The next book is The Sea Sisters by Lucy Clark. Is it? Yeah, Lucy Clark. I think I can't remember whether I brought this one or whether the publisher sent it to me, but when it was on the Richard and Judy book club list, I knew I had to read it because I love the books that Richard and Judy talk about, and all of the books last year seemed incredible, so I think I bought this one, maybe the publisher sent it to me, I can't quite remember. Whatever I did, I really want to read this, and I love the cover again. I think it's really pretty, and there's sparkly gold writing on the back, actually sparkly silver writing on the back. Really want to read this one, so let me know again if you have and whether you would recommend it being near the top of the pile. Next book is by an author who I read loads of when I was a teenager because he wrote a lot of YA fiction, and then a couple of years ago now he wrote his first adult title, and I absolutely loved it, and since then he's written 2 more adult titles to follow on from the first one, and this is called Until the Darkness Comes by Kevin Brooks, and I really want to read this because I love the first one in the series and I really want to read the second and the third one, so I'm looking forward to getting my teeth into this one. It's still about the private investigator who was in the last book, and he's gone to an island to get away from everything, but he stumbles across a dead body on the beach, and when the police arrive the body has gone, or is he just imagining things? And soon he finds himself tangled up in a deadly network of fear and violence, which is always good because I do like a good crime, thrillery, violent action book now and then, so really looking forward to reading this one, and I love Kevin Brooks' writing as well. He is just absolutely sublime. The number 5 book, actually no, tell a lie, number 4 book that I'm, no, yeah, number 5 book, stop talking Laura, you're just talking rubbish. Number 5 book that I'm looking forward to reading is Playing Grace by Hazel Osmond. Now this is quite a chunk of a book actually. Let me just have a look. Yeah, 530 pages, and I'm really annoyed because I've kind of damaged it a little bit. Can you see like the spine and also on the top bit, and it's all a bit sad now, which has made me sad because I don't like damaging books. But yeah, I still sent this in last year and I still haven't got around to reading it yet, which is killing me because I love the cover and I love the sound of the blurb and I just want to read it, but I just haven't found time. So again, if you've read it and you think this should be near the top of the pile, please let me know because I really want your guys' opinion on which ones I should read first, because you know, the blog is also about you and what reviews you want to read, so let me know and I will try my best to read them in the order that you suggest. Next book on the pile is a book again that I was sent last year, and again I haven't read, and again I really want to. And I love the title, which is the thing that intrigued me, and I love the cover, and it's just so pretty, and it's called Wife 22 by Melanie Gideon. Really want to read this book, really love the cover. A wonderfully clever, sad and funny read. Witty, chatty, profound, hugely enjoyable with a controversial ending. A juicy story of love, sex, parenting, ageing and everything in between. Great stuff. In a crowded pool of novels about midlife crises, Wife 22 has a buoyancy of water wings. So a lovely novel about midlife crisis. I haven't actually reached that point in my life yet because I'm still only not really midlife yet, I don't think. But I am excited to read this one, so please let me know again if you read it and if you would recommend it. Next is a book that I really want to read as well. These are all books that I'm desperate to read, but I just haven't had the time to read them. Earlier this year I read this author's first book, and I was sent her second book, and it is called Always You by Erin Kay. Now, again, really beautiful cover. I don't love this cover as much as I first did when it arrived. I'm kind of a little bit shocked by the amount of purple in it now. It's a little bit kind of overpowering, the purpleness, but I am really looking forward to reading this one. And this is about, or can a pair of star-crossed lovers seal their future 20 years on? I love the idea that maybe people are going to meet later in the future and have the chance to make a brand new start on their relationship. So yes, very exciting to read that one. The next book I bought myself from Amazon, which is naughty because you should be shopping in local bookshops to support books in my bag. Don't shop on Amazon, don't shop on Amazon, beep, beep, beep. So yeah, don't shop on Amazon, guys, it's bad for you, and you need to save local bookshops. But I bought this one from Amazon because I had a voucher, and it's called The Confusion of Karen Carpenter by Jonathan Harvey. Having the same name as a 70s pop star was just the start of her troubles. And the blurb says, hello. There are two things that you should know about me. My name is Karen Carpenter. Just before Christmas, my boyfriend left me. And that was what drew me to the book, because I do like a book about love and romance and affairs and splitting up. And also, let's just talk about the nice sunflowers and the nice text, like the font, and the nice blue, and yes. And yes, I really want to read this book, really desperately, and I just want to stroke it because it's so pretty. But I think the more I tend to do things like this and be a bit weird, the more likely I am to have someone come and knock on my door and take me away because I'm a bit weird, so I'll stop stroking books now. Now the next one is called The Nearest Thing to Crazy by Elizabeth Forbes, and this was sent to me by Cutting Edge Publishing, and I feel really bad because they've sent me quite a few books and I haven't actually got around to reading any of them yet, and they're probably really sad because they've sent me books to review and I've been really excited about them, but yeah, I haven't actually reviewed any of them yet. So if you're from Cutting Edge Publishing and you're watching this, which I doubt you are, but if you are, I love you and I'm really sorry and I will read this book as soon as I can. This is called The Nearest Thing to Crazy, and this is about somebody spending Sunday lunch together on a summer's day, and Ellie is a new neighbour, and something happens, I don't know what, but excited, and I don't know if I love the cover that much, a little bit, not as much as the others, but yes, sounds good. And then the final book is a book that I was sent by the publishers because they said it was amazing, and I still haven't read it, but I want to desperately. It is Where Did You Go, Bernadette? I think actually, tell a lie, I think I started reading this and then put it down. I don't know why that was. I think it was because I wasn't supposed to be reading it. I was supposed to be reading another book and I felt bad, so I put it down. But again, this is like such a short book that I should have read it by now. And it makes me sad because the cover's really pretty and I like the yellow and the blue again, look. Kind of matching covers. There's a nice yellow and blue theme going on here. Maybe that was like the thing last summer with book covers. Oh look, and I've just found another book next to me which is also yellow and blue. There's something with yellow and blue. Oh look, another book, yellow and blue. Oh look, oh look. Yellow and blue is a popular colour, I think, for books. Yeah, anyway. Stop going off track. Where Do You Go, Bernadette? Exciting, exciting, exciting. Bernadette Fox is notorious. She is a mum and she goes missing, and yes, It sounds exciting, so I can't wait to read that. Thank you for watching this video, guys. Like I said at the beginning, if you have read any of these books, then let me know which ones you would recommend. If you haven't read any of these books, let me know which ones you are most excited or most desperate to see the reviews for. And I think that's all. I hope you have a really lovely day, and I will see you again very soon. Goodbye!